All right, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming. Fausto's under the weather today, so he's asked me to chair, so you're all in for it.
A treat.
Sorry?
It's a treat.
Yeah, a special added attraction. Can we all please review the minutes?
Are there any copies?
Any boo-boos?
David?
All right, now that David's here, does anyone have any changes to the minutes? Can I please have a motion by Joyce,
Motion to approve.
seconded by Ruth? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Can we do, let's do a attendance, please?
You don't even have to bother.
Michael Zaslow.
Here.
Olga Wolfenstein. Joyce Reese.
Yes.
David Fornes.
Here.
Also,
Ruth Dries.
yeah.
Ruth Dries.
Here.
Maureen Deviger.
Here.
Laura Bedford. Fausto Fabro. Mary Jane Georges. Stuart Richland. Bruce Stutzman. Yes, sir. Sherry Sutowski. John Timmerman.
Yeah.
David Boas is here. Tony Burrows. Donald Foster is here. Monica, Eva, and Dan. Here. And Asia, and no other visitors. You can see how everybody is interested.
David, do we have a quorum?
Of course.
All right.
I told you.
Financial report, Monica, please.
Good afternoon, everybody. Today we're looking at your WPRF statement of operations for the 6 months ended April 30th. For the month of April, our total revenue was $547,000. We spent $536,000, so we have a profit for the month of $11,187. Year-to-date, our total revenue is $3,385,000. Our total expense is $3,340,000. We have a year-to-date profit of $45,000. For this period of time, we had budgeted a loss of $316,000. So this brings us to a positive variance for the 6 months of $360,000. Any questions? Okay. Most of that is timing. Again, I just brought over 4 contracts today for work that's getting ready to start that chances are we probably budgeted to have started a bit sooner in the year. So some of this will start to go the other way as we get closer to the end of the budget year, of course. At the bottom is your social activity summary. Your theater income for the month of April was $7,073. Between your theater, dances, and movies, we spent $6,777. We had a profit of $295. Year to date, between your theater and dances, your income $227,000. We spent for your theater, dances, and movies $280. So we have a year-to-date loss of $52,632. We had budgeted a loss of $70,000, so we have a positive variance in your social activity summary of $17,400. Next report is your cash balances. This is also as of the end of April. Our total operating funds are $656,000. Our total windstorm deductible reserves $1,612,000, and our contingency and infrastructure improvement reserves are at $784,000. Our total reserve funds $2,300,000. $396,000 in total available cash, $3,052,000. You do see a couple of dashes on here, which indicates accounts that I've been closing. You know, we talked about how I'm going to be closing some of these accounts and consolidating money into these consolidated cash sweep accounts. So we're in a safer place with those accounts. So that's why those accounts have been closed. Any questions there? Okay. Next report is your social activities. This is for the month of May. During May, we sold theater tickets to 1,079 people. We collected $7,485. After we reduced gross sales for the sales tax, we have net sales of $7,025. We paid the performers $5,050, so we had a profit of $1,975. For our 5 dances, Friday night dances during the month of May, there were 515 people that attended dances. We paid the DJs $1,835. And for your 5 movies during the month, 648 people attended movies. We collectively paid $1,225 for the movies. So between the theater, dances, and movies for the month of May, we have a net loss of $1,085. When you compare that to the same month of the prior year, we had a loss of $3,318. So it's a nice improvement. You'll see at the bottom, our May events included tickets that were sold, a total of 65 tickets sold to these 3 outside communities that we've been working with, 8 for Golden Lakes, 58 for Bay Winds. So we collected a total of $1,179 for these outside theater sales. So it's helping. Next report is your revenue collected from guests. This is also through the end of May. Year to date, our resident box office sales, $115,915, and box office sales to guests have been $71,710, which represents 38% of our total box office sales for the year. When you compare that to the same period in the prior year, our total resident sales have declined by $3,280, but our guest sales for the box office have increased $9,869. Regarding the number of tickets sold, we've sold 10,150 tickets to residents. We sold 5,168 tickets to guests, so total tickets sold 15,318 tickets, which is 763 tickets more than were sold in the same period in the prior year. This actually represents the guest fees that are included in your theater ticket sales, resulting from these 5,168 tickets sold, represents $15,504 additional what we call guest revenue that we wouldn't have had otherwise. So, guest passes that were sold in the IV office through May, we collected $23,227. Guest passes sold to the staff office, we collected $10,315. So total revenue generated from guests this year, $49,046, which is an increase over the same period in the prior year of $5,573. Questions? Okay. Last report is the Estoppel results, also through the end of May. This year, we collected Estoppels on 247 units. In the same period in the prior year, there were 235 units sold in this community. So it is an increase of 12 units or 5%. We collected $65,580 this year. In the prior year, we collected $50,355. So it's a 30% increase of $15,225. Any questions? No? Okay.
Monica,
Yes, sir?
just, I kind of every month about the negative numbers, but Somebody asked me, can we sell water, soda, chips, pretzels at the dances?
At the where?
At the
It's
dances.
not a question for me, Eva.
At the where?
Well, if you wanted us to, we'd find a way to do it if you want that.
And just to bring a little more, for some, I mean, a couple of people asked me, I don't know, it's a good idea. We can have something there.
What do you think?
Some people
I
do
don't
bring
hear
their
what
own
you
stuff
said.
and wine. right?
Excuse me, George.
Got to use
John, we didn't hear you. I didn't hear your question.
Maureen didn't hear you.
All
My
right.
question was just, somebody asked me outside of this meeting about selling chips, water, and soda, or pretzels at the Friday night dances. I said I would ask Eva and Monica about it, and I think it's a good idea.
People bring their own, they come with their coolers.
Some people do, and I don't know, for those people that maybe not are as organized and plan ahead, that they would buy, I don't know. We could certainly try it out, as long as the committee approves it.
But that, I was just gonna say, who's collecting, and then now the ushers have to collect money?
Unless we got a vending machine of sorts, we were able to put what we want in there and try it that way instead. But yes, that means somebody would have to be collecting money, which I don't really like that idea.
No, we got enough problems with the ushers to do the dance.
Vending machine sounds like a very good idea to try. But the vending company gets a percentage, I believe, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But we get, the person serving the water there can't collect the cash and the chips and soda.
No, I don't recommend that at all.
All right, so rather than get into extended discussion with not a big audience here today, want to put something together, Eva, and bring it back for them.
Sure.
Thank
We're
you.
talking vending machine.
Whatever you think.
Whatever you think is best.
Think about it.
Thank you.
Okay, the only other thing that I have today is a reminder of the upcoming July 22nd insurance meeting, because we won't be meeting prior to that meeting. It's going to be held in this room at 1 o'clock. And just a real quick update about where we are with general liability. I don't want to call them claims, I'm going to call them incidents. Since we went with this new program with our self-insured retention that we have, beginning August 1st of 2024 through May 31st of 2026, collectively between the three communities, there have been 156 incidents reported to the third-party administrator. Just in this current period, there have been 77. In the prior period for the whole year, there were 79. So we still have 3 months to go before the new policy year begins, and we were only 2 shy of what we had reported for the entire year in the prior year. And the way that breaks down is it's pretty much a third, a third, a third. Of those 77 incidents we've had in the last policy period, 28 were in this community, 25 were in Boca, and 24 were in Pembroke Pines. The good news for this community is of all of the incidents reported in this community, not a single one of these incidents has been reported to the carrier yet. It's sitting at the table with the third-party administrator. Having said that, there are 3 incidents in this community that there is an attorney involved. The resident has gone out and hired an attorney to come after WPRF for reimbursement for their incident. So at some point, 1, 2, or 3 of those incidents could turn into a claim. Hopefully not, because from what I know and what I've seen of these 3 incidents, it's not really what I consider a legitimate claim, let's put it that way.
I know of 2, I'm not sure who the third is, so I'm curious.
You know who it is, you just forgot.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
because
happens.
one's from the gym.
Yeah. Oh, that's the one. I'm fine, I know.
Yeah, okay, all right,
Can I ask you a question?
certainly.
If a person gets injured and insurance, okay? Does that medical insurance pay before the insurance company? In other words, our insurance company would pay their medical, but does
Well,
Medicare pay first?
no. First of all, our liability insurance does not include what is called MedPay. We don't have a clause in our policy that allows us just to pay a person's medical bills because they trip and fell. That's not a thing in our policy.
So if they fall,
They're on their own, or
They're on
they
their
have
own.
to find an attorney.
wow, that's
Mhm.
interesting to know.
You know, years and years ago, we had MedPay on our policy, and it became a real serious problem because every Tom, Dick, and Harry that was tripping and falling was wanting their medical bills paid. And we finally made the decision to completely remove MedPay from our policies. Now, having said that, now that we're on a different platform with a self-insured retention the last couple of years, and we have a third-party administrator that works with the attorneys and with the claimants, there is a possibility that we, WPRF, can certainly agree to pay some of those medical bills in lieu of moving forward with a lawsuit. But it's not actually paid, in that case, it's not paid by the insurance company. It's part of our deductible that we would have to pay. And sometimes that's a smart way to go.
I promise I'm not gonna fall.
Avoid litigation. No.
Don't jinx yourself.
Say that. It'll happen when you least expect it.
Yeah, exactly.
I know, right? Any other questions?
I would just want to say that the trips and falls, of course, are our number one, but when I look at the footage, people just don't look what they're doing. They don't look what they're putting their feet, they don't look at what's there. So, you know, then you say, well, it's not on us. So, yeah.
All right, Dan, you're up.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Monica.
Sure.
Updates, we had the lobby unit, it lost one of the blowers there, and this is a custom unit. It's about $12,000 to $13,000 replacement on the blower. I went forward with this one because of the humidity levels. That's the main lobby unit, okay? It's over a 25, 30 ton unit. So just to replace it, but even to order this thing, it's taking anywhere between 6 to 8 weeks before we can get the parts for that. Okay, and that's just the industry right now. That's what we're in. Okay, on AC, it's going to take an increase in price. Okay, the majority of the parts, and also it has to be made at the time that you order, and a lot of things are not from around here. So it's just going to take time to get. The switchgear, we are still working, the engineers are still working on getting all the data. Was told by sometime in the middle of this month, July, that we will get that information to FP&L. And then they will be able to let us know if that particular transformer is sized properly. Chiller repair, we do an annual maintenance of the chillers, and referencing what they call the internal and external oil filters change out. And this year we had an increase, almost double. So it was in the neighborhood of, I'll find it here in a minute. I got them all. Oh, here it goes. I got it.
Got it?
Yes. 27,915. So I am getting another quote on this, okay, just to keep them honest, okay, and seeing if we can get that price down. But that's a lot, and this is just a maintenance issue that we do with the chillers every year, okay? But that went up double the price what it was last year. Okay. Ken Pool coping. We have a price of $37,200. We have this in our budget, if I'm not mistaken, but this is just one price with Dos Santos. Just wanting to see if you're okay with this, or do you want me to get another quote?
So I had sent out an email and I'd gotten maybe 6 responses. That's why we're bringing it back up here in case anybody has, then the 6 responses were go ahead. So if anybody has a different opinion, we need to
I
hear
don't
it
see
now.
where this is bad, because we've done a lot of them in Boca Raton, so.
Has everyone read the notice that went out? Would someone like to make a motion to move forward?
I'll make that motion.
Make it.
Make a motion to go forward on the, what is it, the mountain repair?
No, this is the coping
Oh, it's the
repair
coping
at
tiles.
Kent Pool.
Got it all,
This-
yeah.
Just a reminder that Dos Santos already has this coping in stock in his warehouse. So we're gonna save on the cost and we're gonna save time.
Right, yeah.
Just curious, where does Edgar have a warehouse? Where's it located?
In Deerfield Beach.
I thought that was the case. Okay.
Deerfield Beach.
Deerfield Beach.
Deerfield Beach.
Thanks. I need a second. Seconded by Mike Zaslow. Any other discussion on this? This is for Dos Santos to do the coping repair tiles using product that's already in stock. All right, roll call vote, please.
Who was the second?
Seconded by Michael Zaslow.
What was the cost?
37,200.
Dan,
Yes.
what's the cost?
37,200.
Yes, Ruth, you have a very sharp memory.
Okay, motion by Ruth Dries, second by Michael Zaslow to let Dos Santos do the coping at the Kent Pool for a cost of $37,200. $37,200. Any other necessities on that?
That's it.
That's the motion.
Maureen Devergare,
Oh, yes.
Ruth Dries,
Yes.
David Furness,
Yes. Yes.
Joyce Reese,
Yes.
Olga Wolkenstein,
Yes.
Michael Zaslow,
Yes.
Gusto Fabro, Mary Jane Georges, Stuart Richland, Bruce Stutzman. Yes. Jerry Sutowski, John Timmerman,
Yes.
David Bose, no. Tony Burrows. Motion carries.
All right, thank you. Jane, continue.
Okay, thank you very much. This was, we put into the budget, multiple things, for Kent Pool. That was the pool and its coping, the diamond bright, the fence line, and of course, which we went forward already giving the pool house to Dos Santos. Just to let you know, again, I just got comments back from the county for the permitting thing, so we got a bunch of questions like things that we have to get to the engineers to get back to them. So it's a little bit more than I thought, for that particular pool house, but because it's older, and a new engineers that are in there looking over this stuff, okay, they're coming up with all these little comments, but I think we should be able to get back with them within a week or two to get to them so that the process continues with the permitting, okay? Just to letting you know that it's taking a little bit longer than I thought on that portion of it. But the other portion here is the fence, and I know that Dave brought an issue on this, so we have all the fence company coming back and looking at, there's a new section inside there that it looks like they basically did not include or, what am I saying,
There's roughly 30 feet
30 feet
of
of
mechanical fencing that,
was the existing, and new,
right.
and they included that, so we're making them take that off, okay? And I should get back something, so hopefully by the end of this week, okay?
All right, thanks, Dan.
Okay.
Eva, you're up.
Actually, we have the
One more
fountain.
thing, the
We-
fountain.
Dan
Oh.
skipped over the fountains out
Oh,
front.
yeah.
Notice they've been down.
No, I haven't.
You haven't?
No.
I have.
Yeah.
Ruth noticed though.
So we have the fountains, both of them are down right now. And it looks like total price, if I'm mistaken, just let me know, but it looks like close to 9,022. I was ready to add this up really quick. I was
Well,
pretty
that's
close,
why I gave you the tape.
8,000 something, you know?
I did it for you.
But
yeah.
9,022, and that's for both of them to be repaired.
So they're replacing power cables, they're replacing the submersible power cables,
So
That
this
includes
is all
a-
the other water lines.
splice kit, labor to replace the light cable, conduit replacement, 40 feet of conduit needed on each panel for north and south fountain. The labor for 2 techs was staggering, $1,160 per one, so for a total of $2,320.
This
And
is all
then-
done on a boat to get out there and basically sink this cable. That the cable is really an expensive ordeal. Just
If I
to
remember
this,
correctly, we've never fixed the fountain before in many, many years.
No.
Light bulbs and things, and,
Yeah.
but no, you're right, this is a first for the 16 years I'm here.
I'm just gonna say,
Yeah.
on this committee about 16 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did a transformer way back. I don't remember, we had a problem with the transformer out there.
What's the length depth there?
Excuse me?
What's the depth?
Oh, I don't think it's that, maybe 6 feet, something like
Oh.
that, 7 feet.
They pull it up with a ground.
Yeah. They'll be able to disconnect it from the source and then just pull it back out.
Eva,
Yes.
the bubblers are down too, is that?
No. No, the bubblers are, this is just the fountains themselves. The 2 fountains on each side,
Not the aerators.
not the aerators.
I noticed they been out, so that's why I asked.
Yes. Well,
The fountains, yes.
No, the aerators.
bubblers are aerators.
Not to my knowledge, but we'll check if you,
Okay.
Okay.
Nobody's brought that to my attention on the aerators.
I don't see an issue with the aerators, nobody done. So we'll have to look into that.
All right, so the total cost for both of them to be repaired, $9,022. And that's from Cascade Fountains.
And that's budgeted.
No,
No,
It's a non-budgeted expense.
not budgeted.
we didn't expect to be hit with this much all at once.
Right.
Normally what we have on the line will take care of the little things that come up.
Do
So
you need
this is
this,
a
do you
major,
need this committee to approve that?
yes.
We say
guys.
not budgeted.
It's not a
Should we get this inside of a motion? Anybody? Anybody?
I make a motion that we approve Cascade to fix the fountain for what was it?
$9,022.
$9,022. Second.
Fountains, 2 fountains, north and south.
Oh,
Oh,
two fountains.
motion by Joyce, seconded by Ruth. Dave, I saw you raise your hand. Did you have a question?
Of course he did.
Yes, I'm getting confused because we're going back from repair to replacement. What are we actually doing here?
Repairing,
Repairing.
repairing.
And while we're on that same subject, I'm still confused about the lobby blower. Are we repairing that or replacing it?
Repairing it.
Because we're using both words.
Okay, apologies.
Okay.
All right.
Any other questions or comments on this motion? Okay, Dave, let's call it.
Who is doing the work?
Cascade.
Cascade.
Which one now? For Cascade is the fountain.
Fountains? What is the total cost?
$9,022.
9,000 what?
$9,022.
I can't hear both at the same time.
$9,022.
And 30
30
cents.
Per fountain or?
No, that's both fountains. Total.
I only have 2 ears, and they don't work well together. Okay, motion by Joyce, second by Ruth, to have Cascade, repair the fountains for a total cost of $9,023. Zaslow,
Yes.
Tony Burrows, David Boas, yes. John Timmerman,
Yes.
Jerry Sutowski, Bruce Stutzman,
Yes.
Stuart Richland, Mary Jane Georges, Fausto Fabro. Motion carries.
All right, thank you. Now we're up to Eva.
Okay, so everyone has seen this,
Yeah,
right?
I've been dropping it in my report every week.
Great, yeah, oh, sure.
I'm sorry, I do have one more, apologies.
It's okay. Go for it.
Okay, for the indoor pool, the lighting, I did get, we sent out for three, but we only gotten 2 quotes. One from Trust Gold Electrical for $14,900, and one from GES Electrical for $24,000. I did look into this because the pricing was a little bit different, but they are equal because they're going through the engineer, okay? And he spec'd it out, and the lighting, and the amount of lights, and the type of light and lumens are all the same, so there is a big difference in price, but they're all bidding on the same thing.
And we're waiting for one more bid to come in.
Actually, 3 of them.
I don't think we're gonna be getting that, that's what I'm just saying, so.
Oh,
So I'd say for $14,900, I think I could look into this a little bit further, okay? Just for the board to know that I'll look into it a little bit more to make sure that it's matching, apples to
Okay.
apples compared to the other one because it's such a lower price.
So no action at this time.
Just letting you know that because last month I was gonna let you know that we were bidding it out.
Thanks, Dan.
all right, so this was just it's a county program, and so we're just advertising it everywhere. You have to be 60 or older. I think what would be most helpful is that maybe we do a drive-by. They've ordered 1,000 of these. I hope we get that many people that would show up. It's supposed to be 5 meals, some bottled water, and then also instructions on what you should do, what numbers you should call. So help spread the word in your building. I'm sure that you sent it out asking them to post this on their bulletin boards. So this will be on the 6th of August following the delegate assembly.
Following, this way they don't eat the meal while they're at it. Excellent.
We're hoping they're canned goods and they won't be able to get into them till they get home.
Eva?
Yes.
6th of August?
7.
7th.
Did I say so? Okay.
7.
Yes, I'm sorry, looking right at it. You're right, 7th of August.
7, yeah.
All right, and then the last thing that we're looking at here is the Hard Rock Casino. So I don't know if any of you remember, the last time we were going to allow a bus to come into the village, but they hadn't given us all of the paperwork, and they had to, bring us the insurance, and I had it all worked out, and then this particular person decided that he was gonna come on property. And once we had heard that, and I brought it to the committee, we decided we were not going, we weren't gonna deal with them. So now I've received an email, they're asking, this particular woman who is a representative for Seminole Hard Rock is asking if she could schedule a coffee talk with our group leaders at CV West Palm Beach. Are you interested?
I'm not. How about you guys?
What kind of talk?
They want to come and pick up here. So what they did when we stopped them from coming in here, my understanding is they were picking up from the McDonald's up at Jog Road.
And Conviva.
Yeah, I remember that.
Right.
Conviva, so.
Or Conviva? Okay,
Yeah.
so that's even closer. I don't know why they need to come in here.
That's why I was
So,
gonna say, because Conviva's right here.
right. But,
Sounds like an end run around our manager.
yeah, so they want to talk to you guys. So you
No,
say no, then I'll
no
just
thanks.
let them know, no thanks.
We all good guys?
Yeah.
I figured.
Okay, and that's all I have.
No one end runs around our manager.
They can keep their ad as is.
I'm gonna put slot machines here.
Well, they made the mistake of putting this, the gentleman that did us wrong the last time, he's included in the email.
Yeah, that was-
They should
that's a boo-boo.
never put his name in there.
That was not smart.
Thank you.
All right, committee, do you have anything you want to discuss now that we're at the end? I knew Olga
You
would
know,
have something.
oh, I do have one more thing. I remembered.
Olga raised her hand.
After you,
Go ahead.
okay.
I'm curious, once upon a time, they used to have buses coming in from senior citizen homes to see to go to the theater. Do they still have anything like that, or was that discarded or thrown away?
Well,
Not followed up, or what?
so when I first got here, the idea was that we would reach out to Morse and be, you know, friendly. And we were trying to arrange a bus, and they were gonna provide a bus and bring everybody, but the problem is that from being there, that so many of them might need handicapped accommodations, that they would take up everything that we had and wouldn't leave anything available for our own residents. So while it was discussed, we decided to step away from that.
Okay.
How long ago was that? I don't remember that.
It was a
What
long
if
time ago.
they made the proposition to say people who are not disabled, that are still able to come on their own and walk to a seat? And allow those people?
I don't
What if?
I don't know, because then people go back and they're gonna talk about how much they loved it, what a good time it was, and then the people that are in wheelchairs are gonna sit there because they're not invited. So I don't know that that's a good idea.
And who's gonna be the arbiter of whether you're capable of,
Right.
Eva,
Yes,
it opens up a can of worms with ADA and your disabilities.
yeah, agreed.
What do you say?
People who have disabilities, sorry, you can't go there.
David is saying it borders on ADA issues. We're
Oh.
discriminating. So,
This is a private community.
well, ADA does not stay outside of our doors. We still have to be compliant with ADA
But not
rulings.
from people coming in,
Yeah,
like
that's,
people from Boston.
that's legal,
Oh, we did?
legal question. That's not something we would be able to discuss here.
Okay, I do. Sounds straight to me.
You know, unless you decide like a Big Brother program and you get to know people over there and you just invite them and you're the host, and that's how they come in here. It's, you know, something a little bit different, but.
Well, what they do need is a discussion with them to see how many people that are able to come in would be interested, and how many that are not able don't care. Who knows? We don't know.
No, we don't. We don't. Okay, we can have that conversation. I did think of one more thing. At the last minute, you know, we do that holiday concert every year. And I think most of you know that at one time I was a member of that choir. And the choir director reached out asking if they could use our theater for some of their performances. There might be 2 or 3 a year. They offer up $400 to rent it. And they would sell their tickets for outside of the village, but for the residents in the village, it would be free.
And that's rare.
Thank you. So I don't know if you would be amenable to that, because that's bringing in traffic from the outside. But we would do like we do now. Anybody that holds a ticket to the event would come in.
Let's go around the room. What does everybody think about this?
I don't have a problem with it.
I don't have a problem with it.
I think it's a wonderful idea.
Ruth, don't be shy.
You have control over who comes in. It's okay.
Mike?
Yeah, as long as the security at the gate can be maintained to only ticket holders, I don't see an issue.
Dave?
I think it's gonna open up a whole avenue to lots of other requests.
Mike?
Might as well
Okay.
use our theater while we have it there.
Now, you didn't understand what I said. There's gonna be a lot of other requests, and who is going to determine if this request is more important than that request?
This committee.
Exactly. Begins and stops here.
Bruce, what do you got? I've been pondering this.
I thought that David was going to say can of worms.
Or apples to apples?
Yeah, I think it opens us up to additional requests that we would have to referee. So I would vote no. I think it's a logistic challenge, especially when you realize that there are other groups that would like to be able to do the same.
Okay.
The groups that will come with them or whatever, they're also singing groups. And the same kind of singing.
It's the choir.
It's the choir.
There's
And I assume it's a seasonal thing, like an Easter show, the
They might
Christmas
do
show?
they might do a patriotic, which is wonderful. I could never sing in that without tearing up. Again, this is a group that's been here for 8 or 9 years
They're
now.
marvelous.
I would not necessarily recommend, I only know them in the quality that they bring and the people that they are. People can ask, it doesn't mean we have to say yes. So anybody else who might get wind of this, if I bring it to you, and I would bring it to you, there's no if, in bringing it to you, it would be entirely up to you, but I know that we look at the numbers sometimes, maybe this is a source of revenue, to help close the gap a little bit, so it's,
I think it's a great idea.
I forgot about you, John, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I'm still the last person. You're saying other people may be interested if we allow this to happen. Have we ever had special requests? I have never heard anybody asking us. So I said, what we got to lose? $400. They do it 3 times, 4 times. That's money in our pocket.
All right, would everybody be okay if Eva comes up with, sorry, John, a formal proposal for the committee to vote upon?
sure.
Presumably with a bigger crowd?
Yeah, I just wanted to, oh no, David, you
Go ahead,
go
David.
first. And then Michael,
I'm not a statistician or an auditor, but I doubt if $400 would cover the expenses today of them to have this program here.
Okay,
Michael.
Mike, go.
Forgive my ignorance on this. Are there any additional insurance considerations to take into account when an outside vendor comes in asking if they can use our facility?
I assume they'd have to sign the same hold harmless and whatnot that you would give any of the entertainment that you hire, right?
Yeah.
Roger that.
Mhm. I also thought it's a great way to advertise for the village. People could come in and really think, wow, this is great, what a lifestyle. But that's just,
It's also, think of it this way, it's 4 more free shows
Right.
for our people,
Yeah.
and
How many of you have gone to this concert, by the way?
I've seen
I
Michael
have.
Sharon out of village.
Me too,
Because my friend Mike, he knows.
remember Marilyn singing the 12 Days of Christmas?
Yes.
Yes.
You mean Herbie too, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Who could
I've
forget?
seen him perform, that group perform out of here in different times of the year. And they bring in a pretty good crowd.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
Hogan.
Because I've seen that
Didn't
firsthand.
we at one time have the groups from Music and Art High School come here to do a performance? I had that in the back of my
Yeah,
brain
something like
sometime, way back,
I don't know.
that they came here, whether it was paid for or whether it was free. I don't remember. I believe it was free, but I can't promise. That they came here from the High School of Music and Art and performed here.
I don't remember being involved in that, but I'll think on it. You think you remember something like that? But it
Yeah.
might have been before I got back here.
They do that in Pembroke every
You
year.
go back a long way.
I'm here a long time.
All right, so why don't we bring it next month I'm sure you have to have a formal proposal, there's something to bring?
I can ask them to put something in writing to present
Yeah.
to you.
What do you say, guys, sound good?
Sounds great.
Please run it by our insurance department.
Of course, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they also they're traveling next year to Firenze, Italy, and it's a performance tour. They get in touch with all the different local, churches and things like that, and they perform throughout. It's a vacation too, but they perform. And I went with them when they did it in Scotland, and it's an incredible
I
experience.
still have a bug from singing 12 Days of Christmas.
Oh, that's right.
You got me in the lobby, and I don't sing, and she said, that was fun.
He says, get me 12 names, I've got to approach people I know, right? So you were one of them.
Because everybody knows you, Joyce. You're a very popular person.
Not any longer. I retired.
All right, guys, anything else we need to talk about? I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Multiple seconds. Thank you all. Thank you.
Okay,